Hello and welcome, and thanks for stopping by. This is part 2 of my recent haul video because it was so long that I just felt like it needed to be broken up because I don't even know how I filled up a card. Anyway, welcome to part 2. Okay, and this is an older deck, the Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot. It's Lo Scarabeo. I don't know what year. I got the 2017, it looks like. So this is the guidebook that comes with it. So it is kind of its own thing. Has a significator card. And I feel like it leans Marseille, but then the pips are illustrated sort of RWS. So it's kind of its own beast. I'm glad I got the guidebook. I've been using this and the guidebook has been interesting. It's very interesting. New perspectives on the cards. So that's the significator. And the cardstock, it's pretty nice. See what the shuffle is like. This is, like I said, it's an older deck, so people have already seen it. Wanted to, since I'm doing a haul video, let's do the haul. Those are the backs. I mean, not awesome. Don't really have an oracle pairing for this yet. Put them that way. But I thought people might want to see it, There's people who are new to tarot out there watching the videos and maybe they're not going in the Wayback Machine to see these older decks. It has these names of historical or literary characters on them, on the cards, and it's kind of like, is it the Tarot of the Rose? Is that what it's called? The one by Nigel Jackson. And a lot of them line up. Some of them don't. Some of them are different, or they're the same person, but on a different court card. So it's kind of interesting that they have that twist on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what, if anything, like I've been doing readings with this, like Marilyn at Tarot Clarity does, but I just do 3 cards and then a quintessential card, which is just the sum of the numeric value of all the other 3 cards, except for if they're court cards and then they don't have a numeric value, so they're just 0. It is Marilyn's spread. And I like it. Watch her channel a lot. So I think you get the idea on this. Instead of black and white, we have red and blue. Okay, well I pressed the wrong button at some point, so I don't know where I was. And I had put the deck away. So we're just gonna so 8 of Cups. So yeah, see, this looks more like to me, like a 6 of Swords. But the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups are not dissimilar. Yeah, it's interesting. I like having different perspectives on the tarot in general. Not just, a clone kind of just drawn a different style. Nothing wrong with that. I got lots of decks like that. And the Nine of Swords. See, this person doesn't look... It almost looks like the Hierophant here. So, very interesting. Pull that aside. So now there's the Pope. Interesting. That's interesting to me. Don't love the sun, but then the Marseille sun with the two kids on it, I generally don't love anyway. It's kind of right up there with the creepy baby for me. That's a good Three of Swords. I don't know if I already talked about the red and the blue, but the book doesn't really address the red and the blue, why they're not black and white. And everything is color-coded if you haven't noticed already. So, all of the majors are yellow, swords are orange, wands are blue, coins are green, cups are violet, it looks like. I think that Two of Cups. So the Hermit looks more like what some of the older cards called Time. Two of Coins, and then kind of got this party going on, almost like a Four of Wands. So yeah, it's interesting. I feel like this deck makes connections for me like that, where those two cards could be very similar in meaning, just have like a different take on it. Interesting Judgment card. I think I'll stop there. I like that moon. Okay, and this is a Simon at the Hermit's Cave made me do it deck. Got it on Etsy. The guidebook, tiny print, and it's just keywords. So, you know, some of them are a little different than ones that I know, so it, you know, it's not throwaway. Anyway, it's called the Vintage Tarot, I believe. I'll put a link. But I like it. It's kind of, the style reminds me of like if Hanson Roberts and the Thompson Lang had a baby. The cardstock is not awesome, but also super flexy and shuffleable, but sort of clumpy. But I like it. It definitely has a very vintage feel to it. And not a RWS clone. It's not a copy of Pixie's artwork. The Nine of Pentacles, that's very different. Line work is, in some of the cards, it's interesting to me, so it's a great comparison here. The line work in this is nice, and then this one is kind of like what happened there. Same with the star. It's an awesome devil. I don't recall if Simon went through this whole deck or not. But I'm not going to spend my time doing the Eight of Wands. See, that's different. Still 8 wands, but they're not flying through the air. And the Chariot is just one horse here. There's no church here in the Five of Pentacles. So you still totally get the RWS meaning from it. But the imagery is different, which I think is really nice. Still got the dog and the old man and a woman and a baby, but you know, they're not, there's no home there or anything, and it's, the rest of the family's not there. Eight of Cups. It's just one cup. Interesting. Yeah, that's, I would have thought that. Just looking at it, if it didn't have the 8 and the 8 of Cups, I would have thought that's the Ace. magician. This magician makes me laugh. So I think you get the idea on that one. So this is by Jamie Sawyer. And this is a deck that I had followed the creation on and was really excited about because I love nested dolls. I have so many that I just put out at Christmas time. But then it wasn't in color. And so I didn't get it. And now it's on sale. So I'll show you what I did. But that's what the guidebook is like. And I wish, so, oh, just by accident I did that, but I wish that the background on this had been this color instead of this color. There's something about the color, I just don't like this color. And the cardstock is pretty stiff, it's very thick and stiff. So it's not a riffle shuffle deck at all. But it's nice and satiny finish, and alcohol markers take to it really well. So I'm coloring it in. I've only gotten to the wheel so far, but I'm using just the original RWS kind of as my guide for the colors. And it's pretty fun. And because it's on sale, it was, I don't know, around $30 probably. Might color this in some more, I don't know. Try not to go too crazy. I can always add more, but removing it with the alcohol. You can remove it with rubbing alcohol, but I don't know how well it will come off. I haven't had to try yet. So just Sharpies works great, but I also have metallic markers, so for the swords I'll be using metallic markers. And this white is in the pack of metallic markers that I got. Came with a white. So I just feel like it just enough to make details pop, because even this is even less poppy than a black and white deck would be. So I just feel like the details don't pop enough in this. And I really wanted it to be in color. So get to some of the pips so you can see them, and that's what the backs look like. I think I'll be coloring those in as well. So it's just a fun little project. A few cards a day. So if you're so inclined also, or you like it is, it's on sale. Yep. That's the Nested Tarot. This is an oracle. It's called the, well, there you go, the Deep Dreams Oracle. It was a Kickstarter. They had like other like expansion cards that you could get with it too, or different versions. I can't remember exactly what it was, but this is already a lot of cards, and I didn't get any of the extra. I don't think. I can't remember exactly. So it has a PDF which I printed out, and it's in English and in French, just like what you see on the cards here. I really kind of hate the backs. They don't seem to go with the card front at all. But I really, really like this deck. I love this art style. And I'm actually thinking this would go really nicely with the Botan Tarot. So I should get it. Do I not have it in my pile here? I don't think I do. Let me go grab it. Okay. Yeah, I think it does. I like them. What do you think? I like these together. Dolce Vita with a 9 of Cups. Yes, and even have that same green in them. So if I remember correctly, this also has suits. Maybe, I can't remember, but the guidebook is, you know, it's printed out on big paper and I'm disinclined to grab it and show it, but there is a PDF guide for it. But I think these pair nicely. Oh, interesting. They both have the exhaling smoke or clouds. They share an aesthetic. Injustice and the Tower in this deck in particular, and Judgment. I feel like that's a good place to stop on that pairing. So just to give you an idea there. It's a peony. Just like on the Botan, and Botan means peony, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I like this. Cool. All right. I just wish it wasn't so slippery, and I wish the backs were not so ugly. God, those are ugly. I might have to reback this. Something like even just plain would be better than this black and red. I don't get it. Okay, and here I got the Folkloric Forest Tarot because I am so far behind. Tons of people have already done walkthroughs of this deck. It's on awesome cardstock. It's beautiful, and she's working on a water deck now. She's going to do all 4 elements and maybe spirit also, so maybe 5 decks in total. And I've been following it on Instagram, and it looks amazing. I'm so excited for it. I think there's going to be a Kickstarter for it in October. I feel like that's true. That's what the guidebook looks like if you haven't already seen it. I'm not going to do a flip through here just because I feel like there's so many already. It's a beautiful deck. It's in a tuck box though. I probably won't, but it is nice though that it's like rose petal and got the gold and everything. It's really nice, but I generally don't keep my decks in tuck boxes. So keeping it in this bag for now while I decide what I want to do about the tuck box. Okay, I have not seen anyone share this. This is the Felt Tarot by Jamie Sawyer. It has a little thank you. And I got the extra Moonlit Fae bag that you could get to go with it. So it's for Barney. The Fool is the Barney card. And I think it was originally going to be called the Barney Tarot. So just give you a quick look at the guidebook. Intro, tarot spreads, and then you have the Fool, which is Barney, and then you can see how much content you get. And then something beside a court card. So you get a lot for even the minor arcana. So, and it's nice rose petal. So let's look at the cards, since no one else has shown this. Okay. And it's in a tuck box, which is not a great tuck box, so I probably will just store this tuck box off somewhere. I keep all my original boxes just in case someday I need to sell my decks, or when I'm gone, my children are not interested in keeping them and want to sell them. At least they'll have the original boxes. And I think everything is color-coded. Yes, purple for majors, orange for wands, blue for cups, gray for swords, and green for pentacles. And those are the backs, which is what the bag looks like. So, I'm going to do a flip through. There will be chapters. If you just want to skip the flip through, you can. So this deck was made by cutting out felt and making a whole design with it. But it also has, it's a double entendre. The felt tarot about feelings. That's also made from felt. Like that death card. There's the skull in there. Scythe there. Interesting temperance with all the wings. The eyes. It's very Revelations angel-y. No creepy baby on the sun. And again with the wings and the eyes. Like that world card. Like this Ace of Cups. The wish card, Aladdin's lamp, like that. Nice touch. Your mind is trapped. 8 of Swords. Well done. The bird from the woman, like that. Nice touch also. Like that. Okay, nice. All right, let's see how it shuffles. It's a little stiff, but only a little. And I think with time and shuffling, it'll be super easy to shuffle. Yeah. So that's the Felt Tarot. And I also finally got the Lua Tarot, which is out of print. Found it on eBay for not too bad of a price. It's just one of those decks where I didn't get it at the time and then it went out of print. It's pretty stiff, but you can shuffle it. Just bridging it is hard. Those are the backs. I just want to show you some pairings real quick. Okay, so the first pairing I'm going to do is going to be another new deck, which is the Oracle of Rewilding. And it has a very nice guidebook. Very nice. And it's mass market. It's edged. Those are the backs. So let's see. It has a vintagey vibe to it, like the Lua does. So how are we doing? Okay. Interesting. It's interesting. I don't hate it. I don't know that I love it as a pairing. I'll look at a few more to see. You know, finding out of print decks for a price that you can afford and is reasonable is kind of fun. The hunt is fun. So, yeah, I don't know about this pairing. Let's see what else I got. Language of Flowers. Let's see. I already like this better. Yeah, I felt like the other one was kind of fighting with this deck, but I like this and it brings color to it too. Yeah, I like this. Do you have the Lua Tarot? What do you pair with it, if you pair anything with it? like this. Okay. One last one. The Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Let's see. Yeah. Like it about the same as a rewilding, maybe. The pairing. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. For me right now, I think the winner is the flowers. Okay. Okay. So this is another Atlas Tarot. This one is by, well, Russian. Tarot with Nina. So this is, there's two different editions of this deck. I think this is the smaller, regular tarot-sized one. I don't really know the difference. It wasn't inexpensive, but I kind of prefer like tarot-sized. Oversized cards are kind of a pain. So that's what the backs look like. It's Alice and the Mad Hatter and the Dodo Bird. And the guidebook is not in English. So I haven't tried to translate it yet, so I don't know if it's worth the effort, if it provides any information beyond normal tarot meanings. So the cardstock is pretty stiff, so it's going to be not a riffle shuffle deck. And let's just do a couple pairings. So let's try it with the spiritual meanings of birds. This is one I kind of struggled with finding something to go with it. I have two different decks to go try. I don't hate it. It kind of works. Interesting. Kind of like I thought maybe this would be a cool pairing, and I find it interesting. Yeah. Okay, and I have one other pairing. This one is the Enchanted Blossoms. And I like this. I like these together. How do they read together? I like this pairing. I'm going to have to wait and see what it looks like when I'm editing, which one I like better, because I think I kind of like them equally, just differently. some more so you get a see some more of the cards. And I bought this secondhand, so I'm not really sure where you get it from, this tarot. Okay, so it's the Alice Tarot by Nia. Okay, so I got your first tarot, which I just really liked this color palette. And it comes in this nice box. It's by Rockpool. I just love this color palette of this deck. It has keywords on it, but you know, they're easy to ignore if you want to. It's gilded. Those are the backs, which I really like. The cardstock at first seems like it's not going to be okay. Filled up my memory card. So this is the shuffle. It's a little stiff, but it's okay. And the gilding's already wearing off, so I don't think it's going to last long term. So let's try a couple pairings. I'm obsessed with this color palette. And this is the guidebook. So that's what you get on a minor arcana. And this is the major arcana. So about the same. So let's try it with Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So I don't really do astrology, so I just use this as a oracle deck. Has keywords on it, has cool artwork. Yes. Yes, I like this a lot. Yeah, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, cool. I like that. Radiant Sun. Let's try the Dark Earth Oracle. I don't know why I wrote this down as a possible pairing, but let's see what it looks like. And this is, I don't know if I've shown this before. I can't recall. It's another newer deck. It was a Kickstarter, I think, and I got it after the Kickstarter. Interesting. Totally different vibe than the last one, but it works. It works. Interesting. Interesting. I don't hate it. I like it. Okay, I also got Robert M. Place's latest deck, which is the Alchemical Tarot Reimagined. It's on his, what I would call signature cloth boxes. And it has this little white book, and I think there's a bigger PDF. I think I printed that out. So, do a side-by-side. At least have a quick look. So the backs, pretty much the same. A little bit different color. This one is edged in silver, and this one is edged in gold. The cardstock is different, is it? Actually, it might be exactly the same. So let's see what has changed. So I think people are more clothed in this new version. there's the extra lovers card, which is not in the new one. The new Hermit seems very sad to me. This new Hangman over fire. Death is very similar. That's very different. Same but different. And then we have the same truth card in both of them. I mean, they're not the same, but we have the truth card in both of them. Okay, so Pentacles is first. So I think you kind of get the idea of how they're different. I'm going to do some oracle pairings and not do a whole flip through. They are not exactly the same deck. So I'm going to try it with the Celestial Tarot, broccoli deck, which I've edged in blue, metallic blue. And it got on the front of some of the cards. I think an eraser will take care of that though. Or maybe some alcohol, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know that I like this. Why did I write this down as a pairing that I would like? Because I'm not loving it right now. We'll do a few more, and maybe when I'm editing I'll like it better, but right now I don't think this works. Okay, I also wrote down the Southern Gothic, so we're going to see why I wrote that down. It seems like a very unlikely pairing, but I'm not hating it. Interesting. Like, the subject matter of these two decks does not feel like they should go together, but I'm not hating it. So emotions and manifestation with the Queen of Cups and Fortuna's Wheel. I don't hate it. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Interesting. And I also got the Fairy Tale Oracle by Broccoli Mag, which I edged in a pink metallic. Those are the backs. And this one has been shared by more than a couple people. It's their typical style. And I don't have any pairings for this written down, so I guess I didn't figure out any yet. It's very beautiful. I love it. I'm pretty sure I feel like I was pairing this with something, but I can't remember because I didn't write it down. Very nice. I wonder how it would be with the Alice. Let's try it with the Alice. Okay, let's see. Well, I don't hate it. I don't know. Okay, well, that is pretty much my haul, except for the decks that are Halloweenish, and so are going to be in my Halloween video, which I'm recording probably right after this. I'll just put in a different memory card. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourself and have a nice day. Bye.